Okay, let's get all set up to sell our cafe products through Shopify point of sale using POS Cafe. You can see I'm starting with a blank Shopify store. So if that was the case, I'd begin in the admin section by going to products. And here I would actually add the products for my cafe. So for example, I might have some delicious blueberry cheesecake. Now, because I'm not selling this online, I don't need a description. I will put some media in, which simply means a picture. Now, our category is more used for when we're selling online, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. That's for your category, you need to choose from Shopify's standard taxonomy. Okay, so I'd say how much my product is and whether I'm charging tax on it. If I want to keep track of my costs, I can put cost per item in. Now, in the case of something like a cheesecake, I might want to track quantity. I might have a whole cheesecake and I've got 8 slices. But that's probably not necessary again if I'm selling in person, because if I don't have it in my cabinet, I won't be able to sell it. Okay, I'm not shipping this, so I don't need to worry too much about that. And we're going to talk about variants in a minute. But just for my cheesecake, it's simply one slice. Okay, I'm going to come up to the top here. It's active, which means it will be live. Now, for my publishing, because I'm just selling this in my point of sale system, I'm going to untick online store and shop, and it's just going to sell through my point of sale. I can add my product organization here, so I might say it's in my cafe food items. If it comes from a recognizable supplier or a brand, I could put it in here. My collections, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. And if you want to, you can tag it. So I might just have food as my tag. Okay, and then I'm going to save it. Perfect. All right, I'm going to add another product now. And I can do that directly from this screen, add another product. This time, I'm going to add one of my coffees. Okay, again, I'm not going to worry too much about a description because I'm just selling it through my point of sale system. But I will give it a picture. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to put my default price in here for my cheapest item. But we're going to talk about, so I'll go down here. I don't need to track quantity because I'm just going to keep selling them. I don't really need to worry about shipping. Okay, but now let's talk about variants. So in point of sale, we're going to need variants for our sizes because that determines the base price of our items. So I'm going to add options here. I'm going to add size. Okay, I just need to pop that in again. Okay, and for this, I've got my small, I've got my medium, and I've got my large cappuccino. Done. Okay, you can see that that's created our variants down here. Now, it's told them that they're all $4.50 because I put that in as the base price, but I can easily update my prices simply in here. Perfect. Once again, I'm going to go up the top. I'm going to unpublish it from my online store in my shop. I just want to sell it in person. Again, this time it's going to be part of my barista drinks range. The vendor, that's just going to be the name of my cafe. And this time I'm going to tag it with coffee. Okay, and I can go through there and add as many products as I need. Okay, so you can see here that I've got the 2 products that I've already entered. Now, here's a tip. If you're adding lots of products that are essentially similar, like lots of different types of coffee, rather than creating each one from scratch, if I click on one of them, you'll see up here I've got my duplicate button. So if I click this, it's going to duplicate this product. So I'm just going to change the title to a different type of coffee I want to sell. And this is deselect anything that I don't want duplicated. So I don't want the same photo for my cappuccino as my Americano. And down here, I want to set it as active, so it'll be immediately available. So you'll see I'll duplicate it. Okay, it's taken away my media, so I'm going to upload my actual picture. But you'll see, really handily, it's kept the variants, it's kept the pricing from my last one, It's kept that it's only published in my point of sale. It's kept my product type, my vendor, and my tags. So that's a really quick way of just getting lots and lots of products done if they're essentially similar. Let's do one more. Again, not the media, set it as active. And now you can see my product list is starting to look a little bit fuller. Okay, you can now see that I've entered all the products that I'm going to sell in my cafe here in the Shopify products area. You may notice that I've entered the products that need to be modified through POS Cafe, but I've also entered products that customers can just buy off the shelf, like our bags of coffee beans, our protein bars, and things like that. The next thing I need to do is to ensure that my products are in collections. So I'll click on the collections button over here. And I don't need the homepage collection, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Okay. I can create a collection by just hitting this black button right here. Okay, so you can see that I can actually create two types of collections. I have the option to create a manual collection and an automated collection. So I'm going to show you how to do both. Firstly, I'm going to create a manual collection. So I'm going to call this my refrigerated drinks. So these are things that I won't need to modify. I'll just pull them off the shelf. Okay, I can manage this and make sure they're only for sale at point of sale. I'm going to check that manual's ticked and I'm just going to press save. Okay, you'll see now Shopify brings up a products box. So I can browse my products and choose the things that I want in that refrigerated drinks collection. So for example, I know that my juices are going to be in there, but not my smoothies. So I'm going to say add, and there I have, that's how I create a manual collection. Okay. You can see now if I go back to the collections page, there it is. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to create an automated collection. Now, an automated collection is where Shopify uses a set of conditions that you give it to create a collection and keep it updated if you add new products. Okay, so for example, this is going to be my juices and smoothies. Okay, and this time, again, I'll make it only available on point of sale. I'm going to make it an automated collection. And I'm going to say the product tag is equal to juices and smoothies. And I'm going to save that. You'll see that just as I was entering in my products before, anything that I popped in with the tag juices and smoothies will come up in this. Now, the next really important thing to do for POS Cafe is to go to this sort button, and we're going to sort manually. Now, this is where you can actually choose the order you wish your products to appear once we get into POS Cafe. Okay, the products are reordered and we can go back. And we need to do that for all of our collections.